So Agata, I was reading that according to the annual Parent Kids and Money survey, they revealed that almost half of parents miss opportunity to talk to their kids about money and finance, and some are really like reluctant to discuss these topics with their kids, or maybe they sometimes don't know when it's the right time to talk to the kids about it. So with your expertise and experience, I would like to start asking you, when do you think is the right age to start talking about money with kids? And do you believe starting early in the child's financial education process is beneficial also for them?
Oh, yes, that's a really good question. Thank you so much for this question. So I will absolutely recommend to talk to kids about money as soon as possible. From my own experience, I know that we can introduce this subject from the age of 3. And there are certain activities we can actually do with children to show them, that introduce them to the world of money. With the very simple things like using cash. Cash is very, very important. And if we have a piggy bank, we can show the child that all that money goes into the piggy bank and make a rattling sound. And this is accumulate in that piggy bank. And also observing nature. It's very, very important. Like little children love going outdoors and playing with animals. They can see squirrels collecting nuts and other seeds for winter. And we can introduce that analogy to people while we save certain things, like save food for later, or save money for something we really want. And yeah, so activities like that. So from the age of 3 onwards, that's are quite important. And
Yeah.
and
that,
sorry.
Okay, no, like there was 2 minutes. So just
Also,
that was really great. That was really great, like a lifetime experience. We can cut that maybe. And then, so that's also excellent advice, Agatha. So maybe let's focus, because you were talking about the squirrel example, like everyday life examples. And maybe we can focus, especially in the age from 4 to 10, they're the from little ones until becoming preteens. So how can parents teach good money habits to this age group particularly? And how could you provide some general strategies that parents can use in their everyday to teach their kids, for instance, to save some money?
Yes, so that's another very, very good questions. And there are many different layers and areas we need to actually touch answering that question. First of all, kids, as we know, they don't do what we tell them to do, they do what they see. So the first and very important thing is to ask parents a question. Are you happy with your money habits? And would you like to change something around your money habits? Because whatever you do, the child is going to copy you. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and that's only because we as a parents are massive authority for the kids. And when they see the things we are doing, they believe this is the way that things should be done. Okay. So that's the first element to it. And the age 4 to 10 is a really wide gap in there, and it depends on the child's development. We can introduce different things to help children to save money. So again, using cash as much as possible to show children that the money is accumulating. And at the age of 4, I wouldn't really necessary to use the tip to have different piggy banks, because the first understand that money accumulates somewhere. Okay, that when we put it away, it can go into one. And then later we can introduce that, okay, we can have one piggy bank for saving for something you like to buy, and the other one piggy bank for spending. Because children, like everyone else, like to spend money, so they need to have some on the side to enjoy the money, because money is also supposed to be enjoyed.
Of course.
Yes.
And that is the example, especially with piggy banks, with kids, like, okay, this is a piggy bank for saving and this is your piggy bank for spending. So you already are understanding the concept of what is safe and what is spending, right? So I think it's a really nice idea. And in base of that, also let's go to the next question, because like, okay, so how we can start teaching kids making our kids more smart with What strategies can parents use to guide their children in making thoughtful and more responsible choices when spending money? Because I can imagine that for a kid of the age of 4, he wants to buy something from a couple of coins, when a kid from 10 years old probably wants a new phone. So I'm wondering, how could we approach that as parents?
Yes, that's another very, very, very good question. So how do we approach that? We need to expose kids to the money, or on the world of money, as much as possible. We need to show them where the money comes from, that there is a limit to it. We need to show them how to budget. So we got certain amount of money and how we're gonna spend it. Take them shopping. Ask them to help you with the shopping list. Or even better, ask them to help you prepare a holiday. So for them to, obviously it depends on the age, but take them online and tell them, where would you like to go? Look, how much does it cost? We need to spend money to go to the airport. Is it all inclusive, or we need to buy the food as well? So take all those things into the account and ask children to help you create a holiday package. And so again, if you take them shopping, give them a calculator to add all the things you are buying, how much is going to amount to, and make sure that you're going to stay on the budget, stay on track. And another idea which I actually like quite much is to ask children, talk to children about your family money vision. If you are trying to save money for something bigger than a holiday, or what do they think about that? Just make sure that children take part in the money conversation every day, and so it's not being awkward. It's being very natural conversation about money. So budgeting, and expose them to bills. Show children that there are bills coming and how much we need to pay. This also helps a teenager understands why they cannot leave the lights on all the time, or run the baths or showers for ages and and ages, and why we need to save money to accomplish certain goals as a family.